Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my Lipppies. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I am so happy you found me. I do so hope that you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the Mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. Today is New Makeup Monday, and we are talking all about new drugstore lippies that actually have me in a chokehold. Things that I just am so in love with that I kind of can't get over. Also, maybe some ones that aren't so fantastic. Before we get started, a very special, very warm welcome to any of those that are new to my channel. I am so incredibly happy that you are here. If you enjoy the content, I do so hope that you will mash that thumbs up button. I hope that you will subscribe if you have not already. And I hope that you will ring my bell, turn on your notifications, so that way, next time I upload a video, you can come right back here and we can hang out together again. Also, my makeup is already done. I just went for something very simple and very sweet today. I dug this dress out of the very back of my closet. I haven't worn it in forever, and it's just so cute. It inspired today's eye makeup, which I have to say I am totally in love with. My eyes are running like faucets today, so I'm glad I was able to hop on here and show it off before it absolutely just washes away. I did, of course, do a TikTok on today's eye look, just in case you're interested. I will make sure to have the tags for that, as well as all of my other socials, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, listed in the description box below. Guys, if you are not following me on all my other socials, you definitely should go do that. I post fun content every single day. And if you're following me everywhere, you don't have to worry about missing a single moment of it. All right, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in to the new lippies. It seems like everybody and their mama has released a new lip product in the last couple of months. And boy, oh boy, do I certainly have some favorites. There are a ton here. I think I have almost 20 lip products to go over, from everywhere from super, super affordable to pretty high end. We're going to start with the most affordable and work our way up to the very highest price point of them all. The first thing I want to talk about is quite possibly my very favorite product in today's entire video. These bad boys right here are divine. They are so, so good. These are the ShopMissA Magical Girl lip stains. They come in 3 or 4 different colors, and they are delightful. They're so, so good. These stay sold out, so I suggest if you go over to the ShopMissA website and you see any of these colors in stock, you pick them up. They are so, so worth it. They're $1.55 a piece. You get a great amount of product in here. My very favorite one is the orange one, and they're just, first of all, the packaging it's 10 out of 10. It's super, super cute. I mean, it's $1.55, but it feels just as nice as just about anything you're going to pick up at the drugstore. Has a super cute little doe foot applicator. That's what it looks like. The color of this is absolutely just amazing. Look how bright and vivid and gorgeous that is. These are, again, they're so incredibly good. I can't get over them. They are my very, very favorite product in today's video. I love a good lip stain. Lip stains are so trendy right now. Seems like everybody and their mama is releasing one, and this one is the best one that I've tried. Super long lasting on the lips. It's smudge proof. It doesn't move. It's so beautiful on the lips. It's not drying. It doesn't emphasize any lines or like dryness on the lips at all. Incredibly comfortable to wear, but I also like how pigmented it is. A lot of times a lip stain is going to go on and it's going to give you a very sheer kind of flush of color. This is full pigment. It is going to stay full pigment for a very, very long while. Now, while it is not the longest lasting lip stain I've ever used, it is the most pigmented and it's not drying at all. Lip stains can be so incredibly drying. It's kind of crazy. Seems like they go on the lips and they just kind of like suck the life out of them. But this doesn't do that. It just goes on. It's everything you want a good lip stain to be. And it's just, oh, it's good. And it's $1.55, guys. It's $1.55. So I have the orange one, and then I also have the like raspberry colored one. They're so, so pretty. If you guys can find these in stock, I highly recommend you go pick them up. They are totally worth the $1.55 that they cost. I like these so much. I would pay 10 bucks for these. They're that good. They're just, they're so, so nice. I like these. Now, Wet n Wild also came out with a couple of different lipstick formulations. Wet n Wild, we all know, is an incredibly affordable brand, and they're just good at what they do. They know what they're doing. They've been around for absolutely forever, and it's kind of difficult to make a bad lipstick, right? So they came out with 2 new formulations. The cheaper of them is the Rich Satin Lipstick, which I believe is this one right here, and this is just standard drugstore bullet lipstick packaging. The reason I think this is as special as it is, though, is because I love this color. This color in particular is called Disco Rose, and it is the most gorgeous, kind of like frosty metallic pink. This is such a pretty topper shade. Now, it is a classic bullet lipstick, so it's not super long lasting. This goes for $3.49. So about $3.50, not bad price point at all. The packaging is so much better. Wet n Wild, their lipstick packaging, it used to be some of my least favorite at the drugstore because the caps just were not sturdy. They were not stable at all. And if you would try to carry them around in your bag or your purse, the caps would just fly off. But they did upgrade their packaging. It is much better now. The lid is much more secure. And again, it's just a standard drugstore bullet lipstick. It's creamy. This one has a good amount of like sheen and shine to it, but it does stick around on the lips for a good long while. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I have tried a couple of different shades in this lipstick, and this shade in particular is my very, very favorite. Again, it's the shade Disco Rose, and it's delightful. Now, the other formula that they came out with is their soft blur lipstick, and this packaging is definitely more elevated. The tube feels heavier. It feels a little bit more high-end. The formula in here is so beautiful. So this goes for $5.99, so $6. So definitely a bump up from the last formula that we spoke about. But y'all, if you are one of those girlies who really likes like a velvety, soft focus, kind of blurred out lip, if you like a matte lipstick, this is such a nice formula. So a pretty standard tube of lipstick. I have this one in the shade Nude for Love, and it is the most, it's not super pigmented, but it does have a nice amount of pigmentation there. But really what I think is so special about this formula is how plush and velvetizing it is. It is definitely a matte lipstick, but it doesn't feel super drying. It almost has a little bit of a powdery kind of dry down to it. It definitely goes onto the lips and it blurs everything out. If you have super liney lips, this is just going to go on and it's just going to kind of like, I don't know, it kind of flatten things out, but in a good way. It's so, so nice. Again, this is the shade Nude for Love. It's kind of like a rusty kind of nude shade. Very, very pretty. But I don't know if you can tell just how blurring it is and just how kind of like velvetizing. It manages somehow to be both mattifying and plush at the same time. There is a cushiony kind of quality to this lipstick that I've not experienced in any of my other lipsticks. And we all know I am at this point pretty much a self-professed lipstick klepto. Like, I'm a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to lipsticks, and I've not really encountered a lipstick formula quite like this. Again, it's from Wet n Wild, so it's pretty affordable. We're talking, what, $6 for this lipstick. Not bad at all. You're getting a standard amount of lipstick in here. And again, if you're looking for something that's going to go on and really just kind of blur out your lips, like velvetize them, mattify them, but still feel lightweight, this is definitely going to be a formula that you want to check out. It's actually really, really nice. Now, next up, we have a gloss. And the reason I am talking about these glosses is because they're not new, but they're new to me. And I found these on Amazon, I want to say. I was on Amazon just kind of looking for weird kind of lip colors, and I came across these bad boys right here. So these are from Maybelline, and these are the Electric Shine Prismatic Lip Glosses. These are freaking delightful. I picked these up for about $6 a piece, and when I tell you, I don't have a lip gloss like this in my collection. It is the standard Maybelline lip gloss formula. It's a little bit thick, it's a little bit nourishing, but the thing that is so special about these is the color. I just think, look at that. They're super metallic, they're super reflective and shiny. They have that very classic Maybelline kind of feel to them. They feel very similar to the, I want to say, to the lifter glosses, that same kind of like plumping, nourishing, kind of like plush feeling lip gloss, but the color on these is electric. They're so, so fun. If you're looking for a fun lip gloss, just a little bit of pop of color, these are definitely that. They come in a bunch of different shades as well. I picked up 2 of them. So I picked up the blue peacock green one, and then I also picked up this super pretty pink one. Now, it's not going to show on camera, but this pink one has a green shift to it that is absolutely stunning. This is the lip gloss that I'm wearing in today's video. It is just, look at that. It is so beautiful. And I really think that frosty lip glosses are making such a comeback this year. They're so fun. It's a great way to add just a little pop of something fun to your look without really going all out or adding too much color. Now, I know a frosty lip is really kind of like hit or miss. Some people really like it. Some people really don't like it. However, if this is a little bit too frosty for you, they also have these sensational glosses. Now, the only place that I have found these is at Dollar General and Family Dollar. They're super affordable as well. They're under $6. And these ones, again, same exact formula. However, these ones aren't quite as frosty. You still get that really gorgeous shine, that little bit of a reflect. It's still got that kind of pearlescent finish to it, but it's not quite as frosty. It's not quite as attention grabbing, but it's still just a little something something. I love these. I have been using these absolutely non-stop since I got them. I like them so, so much. And if you enjoy a good frosty, reflective, metallic-esque kind of lip gloss, these are going to be, you're going to love these so, so much. Next up, we have another lipstick that really just blew my mind. So this is from Sheglam, and I recently did a video where I did a full face of Sheglam makeup. I was incredibly impressed. A lot of this stuff is so much like higher quality than I was expecting it to be, and this lipstick was probably one of my favorite products out of the entire video. So this is the Sheglam Dynamatte Long Wearing Bullet Lipstick. Y'all, it is fire. It is so, so good. And specifically, one of the reasons I love this lipstick as much as I do is the color. The color is so perfect. I really enjoy a good cool toned lipstick. It seems like warm lipsticks are a dime a dozen. It doesn't matter if you go drugstore or high end. Everybody does a good warm toned lipstick. And oftentimes, even if it looks cool toned in the tube, I get it onto my skin and it just gets so warm and so peachy. I am not sure why that happens. However, this lipstick is the most beautiful, cool toned purple kind of ish lipstick. It is delightful. This is in the shade Don't Hesitate. And when I tell you, it is absolute perfection. Mama would not lie to you. It is delightful. So this is a super matte lipstick. I enjoy a good matte lipstick, whether it be liquid or bullet style. I like a lipstick that's going to go on and I don't have to worry about it. I don't want to have to worry about migration. I don't want to have to worry about it pooling at the corners of my mouth, things like that, especially if I'm out and about on the town. I want to put it on and I don't want to have to worry about it. And this lipstick does exactly that. On top of that, the packaging for this is so freaking cute. Do we see how adorable this packaging is? I love this gradient. I love the colors that they chose. This feels so high-end, especially for this to be a $6.99 lipstick. So it's $7. It's incredibly affordable. You get a good amount of product in here. Packaging 10 out of 10. And then you have this color. So this color is absolutely everything that I wanted it to be and more. It is so stunning. It is this really gorgeous, deep, like rosy mauve kind of tone. It's got a little bit of that purple undertone, but it just goes on and it stays so cool toned. I find that this lipstick looks good with just about everything that I pair it with. It is a very, very matte, very long wearing lipstick. This is a cream to powder kind of formula, so it dries down incredibly quickly. So, I mean, you need to be a little bit quick while applying this because, again, it dries down almost instantly. But once it sets, baby, it does not move. It stays on until you decide to take it off. Now, it does not handle oils very well at all. So if you're going to eat or drink something oily, this is definitely going to come off. But other than that, this doesn't move. I love the packaging. I love the tone. I love the formula. It is very, very matte, but it's also still very wearable. It's very comfortable. It doesn't make my lips look dry or like, cakey or anything gross. Like, it doesn't make my lips look unappealing. It's matte, but it's still very, very comfortable. This is a fantastic, fantastic long wearing bullet lipstick formula. Now, I think one of the pros for a bullet lipstick versus a liquid lipstick is liquid lipsticks can sometimes be a little bit difficult to apply. It's very easy to mess up, go outside the lip line, things like that. So I think bullets are definitely easier to work with. However, oftentimes bullets are just not long wearing. So I love the fact that you get the ease of application with this product, but also the long wearability of a matte liquid lipstick. This is fantastic. And for $7, if I had the money, I would go back and buy 20 more shades. The shade range on this is gorgeous as well. Super extensive. They have everything from pinks to reds to nudes. There is a shade for absolutely everybody in this range. If you're looking for a good long-wearing lipstick formula that's affordable, I definitely recommend you go check out this stuff. It is so, so nice. Now, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have these bad boys right here. So these are actually pretty new to my collection. These are the Hard Candy Girl Scouts Cookie Glaze Lip Markers. Don't know why they call them lip markers. It's a lip crayon. They're super creamy and dreamy and delicious. I picked up all 3 shades available. This one is my very, very favorite though. This one is the trefoil one. So this is the trefoil shade. They are cookie scented. They smell like really yummy baked goods. They're delightful. The packaging is super, super cute. And this is probably one of the creamiest lip crayons I have worked with like ever. This is it's so like juicy and it's so pretty on the lips. It goes on, it gives you that perfect amount of shine without being too much. The color is really gorgeous as well. I love this super warm kind of like camel tone. They smell freaking delightful. They give you just that little bit of shine, but the moisture to pigment ratio is perfect. Oftentimes you'll get a product like this. It's got a great amount of shine to it. It's nourishing, it's moisturizing, but it's just not quite pigmented enough. You get full coverage with one swipe of this. It goes on, it gives the pigment, it gives the shine. It feels wonderful on the lips as well. It's also pretty affordable. So this goes for $7, which I think is a pretty acceptable price point, especially for how high quality this formula feels. It's so plush and yummy on the lips. I can't get over how good it smells too. I love the color. I love the packaging. I love the formula. There is literally not a single thing wrong with this lip product. It is so, so good. I like it so, so much. So they have the trefoil shade, and then I also have the Girl Scout cookie, with this, the thin mint shade. And the thin mint shade is much, much deeper and darker. So sometimes I will take this one and I will use it to line my lips and then fill in with this one. And again, they're just so creamy and easy to use as well. I like the size is kind of perfect because it's just big enough to really like line the lips with, but it's also not too big, so you can really get a nice precise line on the lips, but it's also big enough that it's super easy to fill them in as well. It's just good. They're fantastic. $7 a piece. These are delightful. I really hope that Hard Candy keeps this formula and comes out with a bunch more shades in this product, because I would buy every single one. Now, next up, I have a product that isn't necessarily a lipstick, but definitely deserves to be in today's video. So this is the Burt's Bees Intensive Overnight Lip Treatment. And this is, oh, it's so good. It is so good. I am so picky about my overnight lip masks. I've tried the Laneige one. I think it's okay. It's nothing special. My very, very favorite was the Bite Beauty Agave lip masks. They were so freaking good. Unfortunately, Bite Beauty no longer exists. Breaks my heart a little bit every time I think about it. But since then, I have been searching for something that was as nourishing and just gorgeous on the lips as that one was. And though this one isn't quite as good, it is very, very close. This one is in the passion fruit. This is the passion fruit and chamomile one, and it is divine. It is so, so good. I have used this and abused this. It smells delightful. It feels so silky and just plush and hydrating and nourishing on the lips. It gives you a little bit of shine. It is stunning. This smells good. It feels good on the lips. There's not a bunch of like gross chemicals or like gross ingredients in here. It's from Burt's Bees, so it's pretty much a natural product. It is delightful. It is a little bit pricey. This goes for $9.99, so it's a $10 lip mask. And again, you know, you're not getting a ton of product in here, but a little bit does go a very, very long way. I've had this for a couple of months at this point, and I use it every single night before I go to bed, and I still have, it looks like I've hardly touched it. This stuff is delightful. If you're looking for a good lip balm for like nighttime or for something you can throw in your bag, this is so, so good. I do wish that it came in a stick form just so that it could be a little bit easier to apply. However, I just can't bring myself to be too upset about it because the product itself is so fantastic. On top of that, like the scent of this is just perfect as well. I love the Burt's Bees lip balms, like the tubes of lip balm. I think they're fantastic. I think the scents are so good. They're nice and fruity and zesty without being overpowering. Like you don't really taste them. They smell good. They feel good. They're good for you. Like these are delightful. And at $10, I don't think it's too much. Next up, we have a product that everybody and their mama was talking about when they were released. These are the NYX Fat Oil Slick Clicks, and they're super, super nice. These are a little bit pricey for what they are. They're $11. However, they are really, really nice. I have a couple of different shades. My very favorite is this one right here. This is in the shade DM Me, and it is so beautiful. It's a really gorgeous lavender leaning pink. It looks so pretty on the skin. And again, these have that really gorgeous kind of like pigment to gloss ratio. They go on, they make the lips look nice and plump and juicy, but they have really great staying power as well. They don't migrate, they don't move around a whole lot. This is just a really, really nice formula. I do think this is kind of like a perfect everyday kind of lip product just because it's so easy to apply. The size of it is kind of perfect. Like it's the perfect size, just kind of like right on the lips. And again, the shine is so gorgeous. The amount of pigmentation is just perfect. Now, again, be aware that once it goes up, it does not come down. So if you over click these, like you're just going to have a big old mess on your hands. So 2-3 clicks at the most, and you should be good to go. But the shade range on this is really fantastic as well. I also have the shade Hits Different, and this one is just really gorgeous warm nude. Now, I have found out that some of them are more pigmented than others. Some are much more sheer than others. So they're not super consistent. And that is the only thing, it's the only caveat I have when it comes to these just in general, because the pigmentation is not super consistent across every shade. You're never, exactly certain what you're going to be getting. So this looks like it's going to be a really gorgeous, like warm caramel camely nude, but it goes on and like there's barely any pigmentation to that at all whatsoever. So it really just ends up going on the lips and looking like a clear gloss kind of situation. Whereas this one, super pigmented. So there's that, just not super consistent pigment wise across the board. But they all feel the same. They all have that really gorgeous, glossy kind of texture to them, and they are really nice. At $11, I think it's nice. I think it's worth the $11, and I think that if you picked some of these up, you wouldn't regret the purchase. Next up, we have probably one of the most unique lip products in today's entire video. So these are the Covergirl Outlast Lip Stain Markers, and these are they're good, but they're weird. They're so good, but they're so weird. So I have mine in a couple of different shades. My very favorite is the shade Plumberry, and this one is exactly what it says it's going to be. It's a really gorgeous kind of like deep purpley plum tone. So pretty. And I really like these to line the lips. If you are a girl who likes, or boy, but if you are a person who really likes just not mess with the whole lipstick reapplication throughout the day, these are going to be the product for you, because they go on, you can line the lips with these and they last for absolutely forever. And then you can just reapply your chapstick or your lip gloss over top of them and they kind of look spectacular. However, these are, they are a little bit patchy. They can be a little bit difficult to use. They're just a little bit finicky. It is a really fun product, and I think it's a pretty innovative product. I don't have anything else like this at all in my collection, and I've never played with anything else like this before. So it's kind of like a first for me, and I'm enjoying it very much, but they are a little bit pricey. These go for $11.99, so $12. You're not getting a ton of product in here, so I'm going to assume that these are going to dry out pretty quickly. And again, they have they feather a little bit, so if you don't have a super pronounced lip line, I definitely think you're going to need to line your lips with a lip liner first and then apply these, because this is going to run on you. It's going to feather in those fine lines, and it's not going to give you a super defined lip shape at all. So again, it's just, there is a specific customer for this kind of product. I do think that if you like that kind of like popsicle lip situation, these would be perfect for that, because you can really kind of like put it right in the center and then just feathers its way out, put a little bit of a lip gloss over top of it, and it looks stunning. I do think they're super pretty. They're fun to play with. I just think there is a tiny bit of a learning curve where these are concerned. So I picked up the Plumberry shade, and then I also picked up the shade Epic, and the shade Epic is just as pretty. That pink color is absolutely everything for me. They also have a couple of nude tones in this range as well. I think overall there's like maybe 14 or 15 shades in this product. I do think it is so nice, especially if you're just, again, somebody who doesn't want to mess with reapplication throughout the day. It's a lip stain, but in marker form. And after you kind of like get that application method down, I think these are going to be a fantastic product. However, I do think they're going to dry out pretty quickly. Next up, we have another NYX product, but these are the Duck Plump lip glosses. And y'all, when I tell you, these are spicy. These are a spicy lip gloss. Now, usually I'm pretty impervious to the spice. A lot of times somebody will say a lip plumper is very spicy. I'm like, not really. Case in point, the Too Faced lip injections. I don't think those are very plumping at all. I don't see what all the fuss is about. I have a couple of them, and I don't really get it. One of my very favorite lip plumpers is actually from Essence. It's the Cinnamon and Chili Pepper lip plumpers. I actually carry one of those in my purse at all times. I really, really like them because they leave a little bit of a stain and a tint behind on the lips, but they also give you that super glossy finish and that plumping kind of feel. Very, very nice. These, however, are a whole different ballgame. They're so good. They're so good. They're freaking stupidly expensive though. So the Duck Plump lip glosses go for $13 a piece, which is stupidly expensive for a lip gloss in my opinion. However, the pigment to plumping to glossiness ratio of this is stellar. It's spectacular. So I have this one in the shade Nude Swings, and it is just a really gorgeous nude lip gloss, beautifully pigmented. Like the actual pigment payoff on these lip glosses is spectacular. I love how pigmented they are. They are super, super spicy. They're going to go on. You're going to feel the burn. And I actually really, really enjoy a plumping lip gloss. Makes me very, very happy. I like the burn. You're definitely not going to want to get any of this in your mouth. Does not taste good. Kind of like burns the back of your throat just a little bit. Again, the shade range on this is just as delightful. You're getting a ton of different shade choices for this product. I think it's delightful. The actual formula of the lip gloss is nice and smooth. It feels nice and nourishing. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. I would say for a lip gloss, it's got a little bit more of a whipped kind of moussey texture to it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has a little bit of a whipped kind of texture to it, which gives it a pretty unique feel on the lips. It manages to be almost lightweight in a way. You can definitely feel it on the lips, but it's not heavy. It's not uncomfortable in any way. These are delightful. If they weren't $13 a piece, I would probably go out and pick up a million different shades of them because I do enjoy them that much. For now, I will stick with my nude tones because I can pair it with just about everything. But again, these are delightful. They're so pigmented. They feel really nice on the lips. They're nourishing. They're comfortable. They're super, super spicy. Everything you want a good lip plumper to be, NYX has got you covered. Moving on to some liquid lipsticks. So next up we have the Revlon Limitless Matte Liquid Lipstick. And these are super nice. So first of all, I really like the packaging. Nobody talks about Revlon very often, and I think that's a shame because Revlon is a brand that has so much to offer. Unfortunately, they're a little bit sleepy. They don't come out with a bunch of new stuff. Here recently, they've kind of put out some serious hits, especially with the Illuminates foundation, things like that. Really, really enjoy that one. And they also came out with some new lipsticks recently, and this is one of them. This goes for $13.99, so it's a $14 liquid lipstick. It's a little bit pricey. This is the Colorstay Limitless Matte Liquid Lipstick, and they're delightful. They are delightful. Super, super long wearing, super bold pigmentation. I love the doe foot on these as well. So this is the color Icon Era, and it is a really gorgeous, almost purple toned pink. Super, super pretty. Now, the actual formula of this is gorgeous. Super thin and lightweight, dries down pretty quickly, and it dries down to a budge proof, waterproof, pretty much everything proof matte finish. It doesn't move. It stays really beautifully throughout the day. It's nice. I do find that these are very, very matte, and because of that, they can get just a little bit drying on the lips. So if you have super dry lips, I definitely recommend moisturizing beforehand. However, if you like a good matte liquid lipstick, this is a good one. For $13, I do think it's a little bit pricey for what it is. However, it is a fantastic quality matte liquid lipstick. It's not going to budge on you. It's not going to move. It's pretty much foolproof. It is so, so nice. And again, I really love the tones in this range as well. And then next, we have yet another Revlon lip product, but this one is the Colorstay Satin Ink. And basically, these two are almost identical. However, the Satin Ink has a little bit more of a moussier texture, It is not as matte. It still does dry down to a pretty much, like, I want to say a pretty much a matte finish. It does have a little bit of a glossiness, but after a little while, that glossiness kind of goes away, and then you're left with a very matte, kind of standard matte liquid lipstick kind of finish. However, I do find that this formula is not quite as drying as the Limitless matte. So if you have super dry skin and you enjoy a matte liquid lipstick, but you're wanting something that isn't quite so drying, that isn't quite so matte, I do think this is going to be a happy medium for you. You're going to get that long wearability. You're going to get that kind of like, I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to worry about it. But it's not going to be uncomfortable on the lips. It's not going to be like super drying. It's a really beautiful formula. Now, this is in the shade Seal the Deal, very similar to the one that I just spoke about. However, this one has a little bit more red in it. It's a little bit more pink, whereas the other one is a little bit more purple. Again, these two formulas are very, very similar. The price points are the same as well. They're both $13.99, so about $14 a piece. Again, the only difference is this one has a little bit more hydration to it, and this one is like straight up full on matte liquid lipstick. So this lip formula right here is another one of my very, very favorites in today's entire video. These are a really new lip formula from Milani Cosmetics. These are the Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stains, and these are delightful. I really, really like these. These remind me very much of the L'Oreal. L'Oreal has a formula that is almost identical to this. However, I do think that the Milani ones are just a little bit more pigmented. They're a little bit more long wearing. So this one also, I think that the shade range on these is not anywhere near as extensive as the one from L'Oreal. However, these go for $13.99, so they're about $14 as well. I think they come in about 8 or 10 different shades. I have 2 of them right here. I have the shade, it's 120 and 140. They're all pretty similar. The packaging is absolutely stunning. Very, very reminiscent of the Bullet lipsticks, that same kind of diamond packaging. Super, super cute. And again, it's a cross between a liquid lipstick and a lip stain. Now, your standard kind of traditional lip stain is going to be more like the Magical Girl lip stains. It's going to be very thin, very water-like. It's going to dry down almost instantly, and it's going to feel like you have nothing on your lips at all. But when it comes to the Milani formula, they have a little bit more substance to them. So this shade, absolutely stunning. Again, this is the shade 120, and it is so beautiful. Again, it has that watery kind of consistency to it. Very, very thin. However, this has just a little bit more thickness to it. Now, it does go on and it does stain the skin, and it sits down, but it leaves just a little bit of a gloss and a shine on the skin. Now, once that gloss and shine kind of go away, you are left with a stain on the lips. So the glossy part doesn't really stick around forever, but they are a really beautiful, long-wearing, long-lasting lip stain with just a little bit more hydration. Again, traditional lip stains can oftentimes be very, very drying, and this kind of like is the best of both worlds. I think it's a mix between a lip gloss and a lip stain, but once that lip gloss kind of like goes away, you're just left with the stain part. I think it's a super smart formula. It's incredibly comfortable. If you have dry lips or dry skin in general, this is going to be a product that you definitely want to check out, especially if you're not big on touch-ups and that kind of thing throughout the day. It's a really great lipstick formula. Just pop on and forget about. Super pretty. Now, I will say the shade range is pretty limited. They're all pretty much nudes or like red toned nudes. There's some mauves, there's some true reds, but for the most part, they're pretty much like red toned nudes. And while they are all very, very pretty, I don't find that there is a lot of variety between the shades. I am hoping that they decide to expand the shade range within the next couple of months, especially with summer being here, because I do think this is going to be a beautiful summertime lip product. Because again, it's just, oh, it looks so, so pretty and so fresh on the lips. You get that color, but it's more of like a flush of color. So whereas the ShopMissA lip tints. The lip stains are full pigment. These ones are more of that standard lip stain kind of formula. They give you just that very sheer kind of flush of color, but this one has that added benefit of that juicy, glossy kind of finish to it as well. So these are fantastic. I really, really like these. Next up, we have our first L'Oreal product of the entire video. Have y'all noticed that L'Oreal changed their logo? Instead of it being the L, it's now like an R. I'm not sure why it's an R now. However, anyway, the packaging is super, super pretty. So these are the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Resistance Liquid Lipsticks. These go for $13.99. So another $14 lip product, which is a pretty standard price point for lip products at the drugstore right now. I guess $14 is the magic number, apparently, but these are so good. These are velvety and soft and just plush and gorgeous. A very, very moussey, very, very matte liquid lipstick. I also think the colors in this line are divine. They're all this really gorgeous kind of like mauve-y, cooler toned shades, which makes mama very, very happy. So this is the shade 240 Road Tripping, and it is the most gorgeous mauve. It's like a rosy mauve tone. This is my everyday go-to shade. This is when I don't know what lip color to wear. This is the color that I pick because for me, it goes with absolutely everything. I love the formula on this. It is a thick, moussey formula that goes on. It dries down matte. It gives you full coverage, like it's super pigmented. It is a full coverage lip product. It goes on, it dries down, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge. It is very, very reliable. Now, the only problem I have with this product is you're not getting a ton of product in here. So I feel like you're probably, especially if you use this as an everyday kind of lip product, I feel like you're going to go through this very, very quickly. The packaging is stunning. This soft touch matte plastic packaging, it feels much more expensive than it actually is. It feels very much like a high-end lip product. Again, those colors are absolutely stunning. I did a super juicy swatch, but once these dry down, they look so gorgeous on the skin. They give you that really gorgeous kind of like smoothing, blurring, velvetizing kind of finish. These are delightful. Again, I think they're a little bit pricey for what they are, but I love the packaging. I love the formula. And again, I think L'Oreal kind of hit it out of the park with these ones. I finally got my hands on an About Face lip product. So these are the About Face Cherry Pick Lip Color Butters, and these are all identical to the NYX Click Sticks. Like, they're identical. The formula is the same. They feel almost identical on the lips. I will say that the NYX ones, I think, have a little bit more of a shine and a gloss to them. And the About Face ones are definitely more pigmented. However, the About Face ones are a couple dollars more expensive as well. These go for $15 a piece. They are now available at Ulta, which is where I picked mine up at. But this color is so pretty. It's a really gorgeous rust shade. This is in the shade Peach Punisher. Yeah, this is in the shade Peach Punisher, and it's this really gorgeous kind of like peachy, rusty tone. Super, super pretty. Very plush and comfortable and juicy on the lips. Again, it feels almost identical to the NYX Fat Oil Slick Clicks. They're basically the same product. However, the About Face one is a couple dollars more expensive. If I had to pick between the two, I would say just go for the NYX ones. They're basically the same product. Packaging is super identical as well. If I'm being honest, I prefer the packaging on the NYX ones just a little bit better. I think the click is a little bit more satisfying. This one, not quite so much. And yeah, while it's a really beautiful product, has a gorgeous amount of like gloss and pigmentation, I think it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. And you can get the exact same thing with the NYX one. So just stick to the NYX. So next up, we have probably... I can't explain to you how in love with this lipstick I am. And before I say anything, I want you guys to know that I bought these with my own money and I paid full price for these. I never pay full price for anything. I paid full price for these bad boys. So these are the Ciate London Glitter Storm Bullet lipsticks. And when I tell you they are worth every cent of the $15 a piece I paid for these bad boys, They're so, so pretty. Now, unfortunately, I think they're about to be discontinued because I went onto the website and they do have both of these shades available. They're the only two shades still available on the website. And also, I bought them for $15 a piece. They're actually on sale right now for $6. So if you want them, go get them and get them quick. But y'all, when I tell you these are the most gorgeous glittery lipsticks I have ever used in my life, first of all, can we just take a moment to admire this packaging? It is absolutely freaking stunning. This super gorgeous glittery tube of lipstick. It feels like a high-end lipstick. It's nice and heavy. It feels solid and well made. I've swatched it probably about 1,000,000 times at this point because I think it's so pretty. I can't get over it. But this is the shade Cosmic, and it is quite possibly the most gorgeous purple lipstick I have ever seen in my life. And there's like little teeny tiny glitters all over the outside of the lipstick, and then you swatch it and it's this really beautiful purple lipstick, but it has a green flip to it. And of course, you guys are not going to be able to see the flip, but it is so beautiful. It is so stupidly pretty. Guys, it's one of these lipsticks that I don't ever not want to have this in my collection. I don't know how I survived before it, and I don't know how I'm going to survive after it. I like it. It's perfect. It is the perfect purple glittery lipstick. I'm so in love with it. And then I picked up this one, and this one is basically the same thing. However, this one is just a little bit deeper. This is in the shade Electra, and it is a super deep kind of like magenta one, but again, it's super glittery. Oh, it's so, so pretty. It's super glittery. It too is super reflective and metallic. Oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're $15. I paid $15 for them. At full price, they are $22, but right now they are on sale at the Ciate London website for $6. If you are into purple glittery lipstick, I highly recommend you go pick up a couple of these because they are so delightful. I can't get over them. If I had the money right now, I would go pick up. I definitely prefer the shade Cosmic over Electra. I think they're both super pretty, but the shade Cosmic is just one of those shades that I would wear this with absolutely everything. If anything, I'm definitely going to go pick up a couple more shades of the Cosmic because it's so pretty. I can't get over it. But yeah, these are absolutely stunning. Just 2 more lipsticks to go, and then I will release you. Y'all, KVD is one of those brands that kind of has me in a chokehold just on its own. I love KVD. I love the aesthetic. I love the quality of their products. Everything I've used from them has kind of knocked my socks off just a little bit. These are pretty pricey. They're $22 a piece, $23 a piece. So it's a lot to pay for a liquid lipstick. However, this is a high-end brand, so I'm not too mad about it. The packaging on these guys is so beautiful. These are the Everlasting Lightweight Liquid Lipsticks. They're wonderful. I have 4 different shades. I kind of splurged just a little bit last time I went to Target and I found these and I was like, oh, I loved the colors so much. I had to pick them up. My very favorite is Queen of Poisons. I think it's probably one of her best selling shades, and it's just the most perfect kind of like cool toned dusty mauve shade. That's what it looks like. It is a very standard liquid lipstick formula. It goes on. It's incredibly lightweight, but it wears for absolutely forever. It feels like you've got nothing on the lips. It is a matte liquid lipstick, but it's probably one of the lightest weight, like most comfortable matte liquid lipsticks I have in my entire collection. Like, it definitely feels like a high-end formula, so not too mad about it. But this color right here, this purple one, I wanted to love it so much. I wanted to love this so, so much. This is a deep purple shade. It is called Dark Wisteria. And you guys know how I feel about a deep purple lipstick. And this is just about as deep and as purple as they come. I wore it the other day, and as beautiful as it looks in the tube and as beautifully as it swatches, this is probably one of the patchiest, most difficult to apply purple lipsticks I've ever played with. This went on and I had to put on so many layers to get a nice even application of this. By the time I was finished, it was so thick and heavy on my lips, I just wanted to take it off. So while I definitely enjoy the lighter colors, I think this deep purple one is definitely not worth your money. You know, and deeper colors like this are just finicky. They're difficult to make just in general, especially if you're talking about like a deep purple or a black matte liquid lipstick. Oftentimes they're patchy, they're difficult to work with, and this one is no different. It's kind of a loss. It's definitely a weren't. I wish it was a lot better than it is. However, if you're interested in the lighter tones, I do think the lighter tones are very, very pretty. However, on a whole, I feel like you could definitely pass on this formula. There's nothing special enough about it to justify that $22 to $23 price point. You can get this same formula for half the price with just about any of the matte liquid lipsticks I talked about in today's video. So while the packaging is very pretty and I love the aesthetic of the brand, I most definitely will not be repurchasing this product again. And then last but not least, the pièce de résistance of today's video is this bad boy right here. Now, I know you guys remember this going absolutely viral. I want to say a couple of months ago, Nikki Tutorials talked about it. Everybody talked about it. Everybody talked about this product, and I picked it up last time I went to Target. There was one of these left, and I was like, please, please, please don't be open. I looked at it, it was fresh, it had never been touched, so I bought it. And of course, you guys know I wanted the green one, and I was super lucky to be able to find it, so I picked it up. So this is the MAC Squirt Lip Gloss Stick, and it's supposed to be plumping and super juicy on the lips, and y'all, it's cute. It's super cute. Again, it's one of those things where it kind of clicks up, and once it goes up, it does not come down, so you have to be very, very careful about that. It is basically exactly what it says it is. It is a gloss in a stick form. It's cute. It feels super nice. It's a very, I want to say it's a very long wearing kind of gloss because it's very, very sticky. Not sticky in an uncomfortable way, but a sticky in it kind of stays put kind of way. So I do appreciate it for that. It does feel wonderful on the lips. It's very minty. It's not spicy so much as it is kind of cooling. Definitely feels plumping on the lips. It's a nice product. Is it worth $24? Certainly not. You can get this product in about a million other different formulas at the drugstore. Every brand at the drugstore has a product that feels like this on the lips. The only thing that's different about this is the delivery method. And quite honestly, I don't think the delivery method is spectacular enough to warrant that $24 price point. It's very, very soft. If you push down on it too hard, it's going to go absolutely everywhere. If you click it up too much, you're going to make an absolute mess. And while it is very convenient to have a gloss in a stick, I just don't see the difference between pulling out your gloss stick and just pulling out a regular gloss and popping some on. Like, the difference isn't big enough for me to ever repurchase this product. It is 100% a gimmick. It's cute, and I love that it's green. You know what would make this even better is if it actually looked green on the lips. However, it does not. There is a very, very slight green tint to it. However, it just looks so clear. There is the slightest green kind of yellow tint to it, but when you put it on the lips, that pretty much disappears, and it just looks like a gloss. It's cute, but not worth the money. Guys, that is it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I think we talked about 15, 16, 17 different lip products in today's video. Which ones have you tried? Which ones are you a ride or die for? Are there some in here that you're kind of like, about? Do your opinions differ from mine? I would love to know. Guys, if you did enjoy today's video, please leave this video a big old thumbs up before you leave. As always, no filters, no fancy lighting. It is just me sitting in front of my camera, playing with a bunch of lipstick, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. And until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.